Good morning, everyone. When I come into these, sometimes I have an idea of what I want to talk about. Yesterday, I sat down and I knew, I guess they're the same ones. Yesterday, I had no clue. So when I sit down, I just start talking. That That's my confirmation that there's messages that they want to tell you. Because most of the time I sit down and I have no clue what is going to come out of my mouth. Getting a lot of messages. Normally I don't take this many, but it's falling and it's telling me to take them. That one flipped over. Okay, is that it? I don't hear, I don't, as much as I would like to classify myself as clairaudient, I don't believe that that's my ability. I do believe that everybody has ability, whether they know it or not. I believe that everybody is born with at least one initial gift or additional gift. But I do believe that most people have a few, and if you work on it, you can actually build them all. It's just some are a whole lot better than others. The way I explained it to my daughter, goodness, is how, like when she was in school, how did she best learn? Did she best learn by listening to the teacher and she was able to absorb information that way? Or did she have to write it down? Or is it a situation where, like me, I have to to learn something, I have to do something. So I can hear it and write it down, but it's one of those, like for studying, I wrote it down to where I could actually see it. So that was kind of my way of learning. So it just kind of, the best way to figure out if you don't know what your natural abilities are, think of how you absorb information or obtain information. I also have to be hands-on with doing something. So it's kind of, and it doesn't, it's kind of weird, but the way that information comes to me is a thought. And I know that it's not my thought, if that makes any sense. Thoughts will just kind of pop up into my head where there's no way that I would possibly know that. Or maybe I've heard it, or it's a song that pops up. The songs come into play a lot. But to me, a, it's a knowing. I just know some things. I don't know how I know, but that's kind of where I feel that my abilities are. Where I would like to be able to hear things, and I'm working on it, but that's just, I don't hear the words. They're there. It's a sentence, it's a phrase, or it just starts blurting out, and half the time I don't know what I'm saying afterwards. So the ones that popped up, this is the one that popped over. Everything else was, there were two. This one is TikTok. This could be, since it's a collective thing, it's kind of giving me two interpretations where it's time's ticking away. Whatever it is that you're trying to work on, there's some type of, not boundary, but it's a deadline. There's some type of deadline, and it's quickly approaching. So it's TikTok. You gotta hurry up. Another way is, as we all love, is divine timing. But I love that the hands are behind the clock, and that's divine hands, and the time on the clock is 10:08, 10:07, if that has any bearing to you. But it's letting you know that with divine timing, whatever it is that you're working for or waiting on is coming in. It's like one of these, here, I'm gifting it to you, but it has to come in at the right time, right? And and the numbers, I don't know if you see this, but it's really interesting. Numbers that are not associated with a clock. There's 15 and 14, and there's other things coming from behind, other things that you don't expect with time. It's like it's shattering, oops, the clock, it's shattering through something else, breaking that limitation, so that it's not just the hours on this clock, there's more, maybe more time. I know military time goes up to 24, but that's not what it feels like. It feels like it's just more time, more. And the other one that popped up on top is the Magician in the mirror. To me, this is the Magician tarot card, right? He is actively creating the life that he desires, but he's not focusing on it. He's got this blue in his hands, and he's got the red in the other hands, but he's staring out as if he's almost blind, because he's using this crown chakra with the infinity symbol. That's what he's focusing on. That's where his focus is coming in. Whereas this instance is coming in, he's blind. He cannot see what he's doing because all of his focus is in his hands. And Spirit is here behind, assisting. There's that push from behind that seems to be coming through. And the ones that were upside down, as they're letting you know you need to be flexible. Things are building blocks. They're be constructed. And yin, the feminine energy, the creative energy, right? This is a time to go with the flow, be flexible, build your dreams the way that you see them, the way that you plan them. But don't be so rigid. This gives me a very rigid building construction, but this is the opposite of rigidity. Nope. You know what I'm trying to say. This is flow. This is grace. This is elegance. Just like this. This is grace. This is elegance. So build your dreams, layer by layer. It's coming in, but be flexible with what is coming in, right? Because it doesn't feel like it's going to be that structure that you have envisioned in your head. It's actually going to be something a whole lot better. Let go of attachments and let go. This we had the other day. What is it that you're still attached to? Maybe it's the idea of how you're supposed to have things done. Maybe it's that idea of that rigid structure that you have in your head, but you don't realize that something actually better is coming in. You need to let that go. Trust in the process. Trust in the flow. And let the assumptions of how it needs to be or how it should happen so that you can achieve your goal. Yeah. Yeah, this is hitting home. Do it with love. Follow your passions with love, and your happiness is going to come through. I like that these two are kind of similar with the flowers. They're the same. I don't know. I know that the flower detail on this one isn't coming through, but to me it's telling me these are the same. The flowers are the same. Happiness, joy, peace, love. It's all the same tree. All right? It's the message that, and it's also this pink in here. I love it too. Same color pink. Keep the idea in your mind on what it is that you're working on, what it is you're trying to build. But be open to allow it to flow as it should, to be built as it should, because not everything is going to come how you think it in your mind. If Spirit hasn't shown you that already, they're going to show you that, what is meant for you is a whole lot grander than what you can imagine in your head, because you're limited by earthly images and ideas. They are not. They are not limited in any way, shape, or form. The Hanging Man. I love that. That was the one that jumped out. Look at it from a different perspective. Don't expect things to happen the way that you have envisioned them, right? Take a different perspective and look at it differently. He's putting himself up there. He's above the world, right? This is not about material things right now. The coins are falling out of his pocket. He knew that was going to happen, right? But it's not about material loss. It's about gaining so much more. You have to lose this in the meantime, but what you're actually getting is the whole world, right? It's that change of perspective. That perspective change is changing the whole world. The Emperor. This bridge right here, I have this in a Lenormand deck, and it's the bridge card. And what's jumping out right now is this bridge. You're going from this, right? You're going from this to basically the master of your reality. You're crossing over from one place, and it's going to be confirmed here just a second, because I have this one first. That's where you are. This is where you're going. And this was the next one. It was this in a row. The three major arcana. The Hangman, the Emperor, and Judgment. You have to let the old part of you go, right? Because that's not meant. Where you were is not where you're going. It's not who you are right now. You are elevating. This is telling you you are elevating. You're in the process of elevating, but it's being patient. It's asking you to be patient. It's almost there. You've almost reached it. It's almost time for the harvest. I was going to do the bottom of the deck and come with the Two of Swords, but it fell out because the Six of Wands is right behind it. You have decisions to make, but you need to trust yourself. But the decision you make leads to your victory, right? It's going to take time. It's going to take effort and faith on your part, but it is coming. 3 of them fell out, and I think I figured out how to turn those around so where you can see it. But I'm going to read it, hold it up, and then I'm going to post the cards where you can see. There you can actually read it, and you can pause it. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. This is definitely meant for someone. This is going to be put up over here once ever I've done it. Or up here, that's my plan. Actions speak louder than words. And if you're going through something, I'm sorry. Actions speak louder than words. And you are worth so much. You truly are worth so much. That one's last. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. This is that worthy. You are worthy. I am worthy of all that I desire. So are you. And the last one, opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. That's this card. If all these three messages resonate, you're on to bigger and better things. You just have to believe in yourself. If only one of them went, that's my message, then that's your message. But on a whole, this is really good. This is that elevation. It's asking and calling for you to have belief and faith in yourself and in the powers that you hold faith in. And if you just have faith in yourself, then have it stronger. Because it is coming. It takes work. It takes confidence. But it takes faith. Many blessings.